When you feel like you are on the top of the world and everything is perfect and beautiful and wonderful, this too shall pass. A couple of weeks ago, you received an email from me. You may have if you're on my mailing list. And we announced a new podcast called Lewy Body and Mindful Caregiving. I've talked several times about my new calling in life, how my mom has Lewy body dementia and I have become her caregiver. And today I want to talk just a little bit about the challenges and this too shall pass, the reminder that it'll be okay. I'm a life coach. I'm a minister of metaphysical studies. I am constantly trying to find the uplifting, inspiring, insightful parts of life. I seek out joy and happiness. And yet, when we have something that goes on for a long time, in this case, a terminal illness, it just drags on, which means that it can be more difficult to continue finding the inspiration. It can be more difficult to keep finding the joy, which is part of the reason that I started the podcast of Lewy Body Mindful Caregiving, so that I would have an outlet so that I could help myself move through the weight and the challenges, because there are mornings that I just want to cry, and there are moments that I want to laugh. And the other day, I came across a post online, social media. I was scrolling. I like to say that I was scrolling for business, and so it was okay. But every now and then I do end up on those doom scrolling, and you just keep going. And on this particular day, I came across a video of Tom Hanks with another group of men. And one man asked Tom Hanks what one thing he wished he'd known earlier. And Tom's response was beautiful, because he said, "I wish I had known this too shall pass." Now, first off, that phrase is something that my mom has said since I was a little kid. This too shall pass. This too shall pass. But she always said it couched it in the idea that this is a hard time and this too shall pass. So while it may be difficult at this moment, there will come a time when it's easier because it will pass. But Tom took it a little bit further, and this is the part that I absolutely loved. Tom reminded people that when you think you know it all, there will be a time that you don't know it all. That will pass. When you feel like you are on the top of the world and everything is perfect and beautiful and wonderful, this too shall pass. When you're going through the challenges, absolutely, this too shall pass, and you will again find joy and ease of living. And yet, even those high, beautiful moments where we are so filled with happiness, joy, and connection, they will pass too. And the thing about this idea, the thing about this concept, and what spoke to me from Tom was the fact that everything is but a moment, which means that if I recognize that everything is a moment, then I might slow down a little bit, and I might embrace the chance that I get to just stand and bask in the sun as it comes over the hill in the morning. I might enjoy feeling my feet in the grass. I might pause and experience a little bit of gratitude in the fact that I can share this moment with my friends, and we can laugh while we're at dinner, or when we go to a show together, or whatever it is that we do in that moment for connection. I can pause and look at my loved ones in a gathering and take in that moment with a mental picture and recognize this too shall pass. Cherish this moment. Cherish the gift that is here. In this instance, for me, this too shall pass. My mom will pass. And while it's stressful and overwhelming and challenging at times, that also means that she will pass. And granted, that means that her pain is gone and I am no longer the caregiver. It means that she is no longer here. So it's a double-edged sword. You're free from the weight of caregiving, and yet you have lost someone who is very dear to you. This too shall pass. There are two sides to the coin, and it is a beautiful reminder that right here, right now, take a pause, take in this moment. It is not forever, and it is a gift What are you learning from it? And what are you receiving from it? Until next time, take care.